Miracles reveals to us that God has the final say. God has the final say. God has the final say. That man was going through cataclysm, catastrophe, and despondency. But Jesus came and put a comma where the enemy puts a full stop. And when the comma meets a full stop, it becomes a semicolon. And when there's a semicolon, the sentence continues. So it doesn't matter the shape or the form or fashion your life has taken now. Jesus has the final say. Doctors gave you a report. No, but Jesus has the final say. I don't care the report of the doctor. When God speaks, every other speaker is a noisemaker. After God has spoken, every other speaker is a noisemaker. God has the final say. So you are here this morning with a deadly negative, defeated medical report. There's something the doctors have told you, and they said this is their own report. But God has another report for you. They say you cannot have a child. Who is it that says a thing and it comes to pass when the Lord commanded it not? I don't care what the devil has done to you, or done to your body, or done to your mind, or done to your finances, or done to your family. But I know the God that has the final say. I know the God who says and no man can unsay. I know that God, he lives and lives forevermore. I know that God who brought back Lazarus after 4 days. I know that God has. The problem is that you are looking too much on what man can do. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5 and 6. Let your conversation be without covetousness. He said, but with content such as you have, for he has said, I will not leave you nor forsake you, so that I may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid of what man can do to me. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5 and 6. God has the final say. We just returned from Cameroon. And while this the final day of the program, I mean, a lot of things happened. You may have seen that also. And while we are leaving the program and walking out of the crusade, they brought a dead child carrying a dead baby. I was moved with compassion, not because I have power. I don't have power. Only God has power. But let me just pray, because the faith, they were distracting, and people now noticed there was a dead child. So walking like that without praying will almost become an embarrassment to everything that has happened. And I walked towards trying to pray for the baby, and the crowd was coming towards me. And they said to me, they will mob you, enter the car and go. So I obeyed the Dr. Fidelis and co. I entered the car and I left. Midnight, I got text on my phone that the baby came back to life. The mother went and dropped the baby on the altar where I had ministered. And they left the baby there. It's a miracle all over the place. And the baby jerked and came back. After being dead, came back to life. Why? God has the final say. It wasn't Apostle Suleman that raised the baby. It was God who raised up the baby. Because when God speaks, every other speaker is a noisemaker. Only what God says stands forever. If your amen is louder, take the blessing.